This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 92, and it reads, "Unless thy law had been my delights, I should then have been perished. I should then have perished in mine affliction." All praises, all power, all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Yahweh being the name of the Father, who the world everybody calls God. Yahweh, meaning He exists. Bahashem, meaning in the name. Yahushai, who the world everybody calls Jesus Christ. Yahushai, meaning He is salvation. Bahashem, in the name. Rakaha Kwadash, Spirit Holy. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach well and rule well, who taught me this truth. Peace, salutation to the Akyam, the fellow laborers, the hopeful elect, pushing this truth and risking their own lives through the four corners of the earth. To the Akwathim, listen, learning sincerity and the truth and in silence, Shalom. Akyam meaning brothers, Akwathim meaning sisters, Shalom meaning peace be unto you. It's your brother Shema from the GMS Toronto camp here in Toronto. Here's another lesson. Right, and we'll get right into it. Right, because this truth, this knowledge, this understanding, which is more precious than rubies, right, which you can't put a price upon, this is what keeps us stable, man. Right? You have people out here in the world, you know, what's the term in the world? Mental health awareness. I'm not doing too well. My mental health is suffering, right? Because they don't have this knowledge, this wisdom, this truth. Right? This is what keeps you stable, this truth. And only the elect are gonna have this truth, this knowledge, this understanding. Right? And times are coming where people are gonna be bugging out even more and more. Right? People are gonna be doing heinous things to one another. Right? Road rage demons. Right? Self-deletion demons. Right? This truth is what keeps you stable, man. Right? And each of us have our own walk. Each of us got to go through it, man. You know, let me get that real quick. Right? But this truth is there for you to lean on. Second Ezra 7. Verse 6, and it reads, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things," right? The kingdom. Right? And we seek one to come. Scripture say, "Here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come," right? The kingdom. We ain't got shit here, man. This place is done. We ain't got shit here. We ain't got nothing here. And if you're in the spirit of wanting to stay here and forward and continue in this, you're in the wrong spirit. Verse 7, "The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall," right? This walk, right? Attaining the kingdom, the path to the kingdom is a narrow and dangerous place where you can fall, right? That's the trials, the tribulations, the hell you catch. Like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, right? The path that through the hell you gotta catch, right? So small that there could but one man go there at once, right? Each man has to bear his walk. Each man has to go through his walk. Right? But this truth is the strength. The knowledge. All right, let's go back in that scripture. Psalms 119, verse 92. Unless thy law had been my delights, I should then have perished in mine affliction, right? So without this truth, this knowledge, says here, should have perished. I should then have perished in mine affliction. What the hell are you gonna catch? It's gonna sweep you away if you're not grounded. If you don't have this truth, you be bugged out here talking about mental health. I want to see this in the NLT. Psalms 119 and 92 in the NLT. If your instructions, this knowledge, hadn't sustained me with joy, I would have died in my misery, right? This truth is being the instructions, right? Sustained, right? I would have died in my misery. Let's look at this word sustained. Late 13th century on the online etymology. Provide the necessities of life. Early 14th century. As give support to. Also in physical senses, keep from falling or sinking. Hold up or upright, right? This truth, man. Right, and what inspired this lesson? I was reading on Reddit. Right, and this is how you know people are bugging out here, right? And it's a long time ago, 5 years ago was on the post. But it says, what screams I'm not doing so well mentally, right? And everyone's posting, right? Oh, this means I'm not doing good, right? They quit reaching out as much, right? That's depression. A friend of mine thanked me for being an annoyance when he stopped reaching out. It saved his life, right? People bugging out. Look at this right here. 4 hours ago. 4 hours ago. I can't motivate myself to do simple things around the house that I actually never mind doing when I'm feeling okay. I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to answer the phone. I don't want to participate in any activities. I just want time to stand still, right? And you see, when the time of Jacob's trouble comes about, these people are not going to know what to do, right? And granted, we catch hell. We catch hell in this thing, man. We catch hell. We're all catching hell, right? But this truth sustains us, man, right? And then we have the brotherhood. We fellowship with one another. We break bread, break down the scriptures, uplift one another, exhort one another daily, right? But this truth sustains you. Psalms 37, verse 31. The law of his power is in his heart, right? The law, these law, statute, commandments of his power, Yahweh B'Shem Yoshai, is in his heart, his mind, right? The elect. None of his steps shall slide, right? You're going to be sustained. You're going to be firm. Scripture say wisdom and knowledge, wisdom and understanding shall be the stability of thy times. The strength of the Lord, his treasure. Let me get it. I just butchered it. Isaiah 33 and 6. And it reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Stability, right? Of thy times, right? The time of Jacob's trouble. This wisdom and knowledge will keep you stable. The elect. and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. Let's go back into the scripture here. Psalm 37 and 31. The law of his power is in his heart. None of his steps shall slide, right? So the elect men aren't going to be here bugging out, sitting here on Reddit posts, talking about, I don't want to answer the phone. I don't want to see anybody. Now, granted, we get weak, right? Because we're in the flesh, right? But we always revert back to the scriptures, man. Right? Sirach 34 and 14. Whoso feareth the Lord, right? And who fears the Lord? The elect. Lord willing, we're of that number. Right? Fearing that if you fear the Lord, you're going to keep his commandments to the best of your ability. Shall not fear nor be afraid, for he is his hope. Right? Yahweh Shemel Shai is our hope. Right? The Lord has promised his men, his elect, the 144 and the body of believers, the kingdom. You just got to endure. '15th verse. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord, Yahweh Bashim El Shai. To whom doth he look? And who is his strength? Right? These laws, statutes, commandments, the Lord Yahweh Bashim El Shai, this is our strength. Right? Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord. To whom doth he look? Right? Looking upon the Lord, observing the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. Walking in the example of Yahweh Shai. Verse 16, for the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim El Shai, right? And what are the eyes of the Lord? The angels are upon them that love him, right? If you love me, keep my commandments. Only the elect will be keeping the commandments to the best of their ability. Only the elect love the Lord, Yahweh Bashim El Shai. He is their mighty protection and strong stay. Right? Proverbs 18 and 10 says, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe. Roughly paraphrasing. Right? Mighty protection. And strong stay. A defense from heat. And a cover from the sun at noon. Right? And ultimately the missiles are going to bring heat, man. Scriptures say behold, the day cometh that shall burn as oven. That shall burn as an oven. Roughly paraphrasing. Right? The elect are going to be caught up in the chariots. That will be the defense from the heat. And a cover from the sun at noon. A preservation from stumbling. Right? Stumbling, mental health. Woe is me. Falling out. And then help from falling. Right? So with that, call Allah Yahweh Bashim El Shai Bashim Rakah Kodash. The honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone who teach one and rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect.